Hello everyone and welcome to Divine Debut. Thank you for being here. This is Kathy speaking. Today is the 19th of June and this is your daily divine spread. I am going to be doing something different today as I feel called to do that. I will explain in a minute. Just looking at the astrology, the moon is transiting Gemini. It's a very social time. Okay, very social time, getting together with friends. The moon's just moved over Venus. Venus is practically stopped in the sky now. She's stationing. She's going to be stopping, which is stationing to turn direct, but not until the 25th of June. So in about a week, she's going to be stopped. Venus in Gemini is very curious. She wants that clear, concise communication. Okay, she's probably waiting for the messenger to bring her messages in, anything to do with projects, work, love, values. Venus could also be a person, a divine feminine, or it could be, I suppose it could be a masculine who's got a lot of feminine in their chart. Now, as I am talking to you on the 18th, on the 21st, depending on where you are in the world, so what can I say, in almost 2 days, we're having that new moon solar eclipse in the sign of Cancer. Okay, it's going to be a very beautiful eclipse if you're able to see it, as it's going to have that ring of light around the eclipsed moon. So the moon will be eclipsing out most of the sun's rays. Okay, and therefore it's going to be quite a view. Nevertheless, it's going to be happening in Cancer at 0 degrees. I will be doing that video. I'm going to premiere that video, so look out for the time if you want to join in and you can chat while you're watching the video. Okay, so look out for that in about 24 hours. So if you haven't pressed that notification bell, please do so that you know when I'm uploading. Okay, also Mars has now moved over Neptune. It's coming to its last degrees. Very hot. It's getting very hot. Mars at the last degrees could become quite aggressive. You know, it's not easy energies, everyone, not easy at all. From the 18th, from yesterday until about the 25th, 28th, it's not going to be an easy 10 days ahead. So be ready and know that things are drastically happening, okay? Things need to be put in place. There is a lot going on. And of course, Mars finishing up in Pisces, this is the ending of a major cycle. Okay, from the 27th? The 28th, Mars will be in Aries in its home sign. Okay, and it will be squaring over to the Sun, to Mercury retrograde in the sign of Cancer. The Sun will be in Cancer then as well, but it's also going to be touching, it's also going to be right across from the Moon at that moment. As soon as it touches Aries, this could be emotionally a bit of a rocky time. So the 28th of June, everyone. Going back to the now, Jupiter has moved back. It's on top of Pluto. Jupiter and Pluto meeting together in the sign of Capricorn. Now, Pluto can be the masses. It could be things that are hidden. It is anything to do with money. Pluto means money. It means riches. Okay. It also means the law. Anything to do with governments. Okay. Anything to do with that red tape. There is strength in Pluto. Pluto, we know, can be very powerful. Now, Jupiter Jupiter, we know, is it's our religion, it's our conditioning, it's our truth. Again, Jupiter is all about expansion and growth. Jupiter can be our spiritual self. It could be our wisdom. Again, Jupiter, it's people from all walks of life, different races. Okay, there is a transformation where our philosophies, our conditioning, our ideas, our beliefs, and the transformation of them are concerned. Okay, so I would say it's people against the government. It's people against the law. This is coming together. This is where, with, the South Node in Sagittarius, and that is very karmic, of course, this is letting go of old, outworn ideas, beliefs, truths. And, of course, Pluto can be very secretive, so Jupiter is trying to bring in the truth. Okay, things that have been hidden could be coming to the surface. Whatever's going on in Capricorn, it is in a weird aspect to this eclipse. Okay, and we know that eclipses either eclipse something out of our life. Eclipses are usually not good. They're not easy. They can be good in the sense they can take something out of our life, something that is not meant to be there, but it's always very shaky. So being right across from the eclipse, and of course we know that 0 degrees of Cancer, okay, and it's a new moon, so it's the sun and the moon together in the sign of Cancer at 0 degrees, so it touches on Gemini as well. So therefore, this eclipse being activated by Pluto and Jupiter coming together, which Jupiter expands on that energy of Pluto as well. Something very fated is going to happen. Something needs tweaking. Something needs to be shown to us. The truth needs to be unfolded, digged up from its depths, the depths of Pluto. Okay? So that's going to be very interesting. Right now, as I'm talking to you, the sun is right on the North Node. So happy birthday to the last degrees of Gemini. It is a very fated time for you. And of course, the sun is our ego. Our ego can be somewhat diverted, okay, as fate is showing you the way, showing us the way, okay, and this could be a time of healing, of course, and we know going towards the North Node is not easy. It's a growth spurt. It's something that we're pushed towards. Okay, now Mercury is retrograde. I've had so many difficulties in getting the videos up, loaded, whether I'm editing anything. There's so much difficulty with Mercury retrograde. Venus, as I said, practically stopped in the sky. And I also want to say that Chiron is still in the sign of Aries, so that chip on the shoulder, self-worth issues could be shown to us through relationships, okay? So as Chiron is sextiling over to Venus and also to the moon is our emotions, right? So this could be also someone is waiting to feel more worthy through connection, I would say, through that communication. All right, everyone, let's have a look at the Karma Dharma position. And I'm a bit late today with your reading, as I did upload the Mercury retrograde for all signs. I do speak of the astrology, and then I do tarot for each individual sign. So let's have a look for today, 19th of the month, and we've got Judgment, and there is Pluto. Judgment is resurrection. It is Plutonian. Pluto does bring changes, fundamental, deep changes. And we know that this is Archangel Michael. Usually this is the Archangel calling for the dead to resurrect, to awaken. This is another chance. This is help from Spirit, okay? And this is a general new start, but it's also got a lot to do with karma. Usually it does show in the Witch's Tarot, which I will be using today. It does show the eclipse. So I do feel that it's got a lot to do with the eclipse. We are only a couple of days away from it, and we know that eclipses can last ages. So I'm going to be going into the details about the eclipse. So look out, press that notification bell, share this message with those who are interested. And I'm going to take some cards differently today. So we've got Scorpio here. Now I've taken the Emperor, as I want to concentrate on this Emperor. So I'm going to put the cards all around. I want to see what this story is around the Emperor. Now, for some of you, you know, this could be an Aries, this could be a Taurus, this could be anyone. Could be a fire sign, could be a Scorpio. Who is the Emperor for you in your life and your own story? Now, this will not resonate with everyone, obviously. So if it does, good, I'd love to hear your comments. If not, don't worry about it. Okay, you can flip the messages as well. So let's take a few cards and let's see what's going on or around this Emperor. Okay, let's have a look. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the King of Swords. And we have the Five of Wands. Above him is the Page of Wands. Below him is the Tower. We've also got the Queen of Cups. We've got the Knight of Wands. We have the High Priestess. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Nine of Pentacles. The Three of Cups. We have the Six of Pentacles. And we have the Ten of Swords. Wow. And we've got the Empress here, everyone. Interesting, right? And we've got the Moon. The Moon, again, home, family, mother. We've got the Empress here. And let's take a couple of Lenormand. We have the Lily. We have the Tree. And we have the Dog. And let's take one of my Moonology Oracle. For the 19th, or roughly there, we have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. So don't give up on your dreams. This is a waxing crescent moon, which means something is manifesting. Okay, so we've got the Emperor here. Okay, so if we look at it as a 9-card spread, let's see what's around him, as he is the focal point here. Okay, so as we go further back, it's obviously the past, and this is the future here. What's very interesting to me is that this Emperor, whoever this is sitting on the Tower. So this could be a sudden understanding, a sudden shift. He's sitting on something, obviously, that was not built on solid ground. Now, in the same line here, we've got the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords, he is wearing a suit of armor, just like the Emperor. So I do feel that this is the same person. King of Swords could be someone who is an air sign, so Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Could also be someone who has been coming across as very cold, someone very decisive. They know where they're heading. They're very intelligent as well. There's a lot of intelligence, but where emotions are concerned, the King of Swords is someone that does not show emotion. Now, many times the Emperor shows more his passionate side than what his emotional side. So, again, even with the Emperor, which is the father, I would say more than likely we are talking about someone who's probably got their own children. We also have a Page of Pentacles here, which could be a child. We've also got Page of Wands here. But I don't think that the Page of Wands is more the child. It's more about a message. As you can see in the Witch's Tarot, someone is yelling something out here. This is, the Page of Wands for me is like, it's like the Fool. It's someone who's willing to take a risk. Page of Wands could also speak of gossip. I want to say this is a messenger. He's calling something out. So, being on top of the Emperor obviously wanted to take a leap of faith in something. It may also be that there is gossip around the Emperor. Why? Because the Three of Cups is right next to the Tower here. Now, we do have 3 females here. We could have 3 here. We've got the Queen of Cups. We've got the High Priestess. And we've got the Empress here. Okay, so 3 females. So I feel that this Emperor could have quite a few women around him. They could be siblings. They could be nieces, sisters. Okay, this is someone who deals with a lot of women. Now, the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups, for some of you, could be the same person. This is very similar energy. Queen of Cups, High Priestess, they've got strong intuition. Queen of Cups is someone with an open heart, someone who shares her emotions. The High Priestess is someone very intuitive, but she does not share her knowledge. Now, the High Priestess could be the other woman. This could be a third-party situation, as we've got the Empress here. Now, the Empress, for some of you, this could be a mother. It could be a motherly figure. It could be a mother. She could be a mother herself. Okay? She's the general energy, so it does speak of manifestation, nurturing, loving, and that something is being created here. But nevertheless, what I want to say is that the High Priestess is strong intuition. Okay? So, therefore, this Emperor could be someone who's got strong intuition. The Queen of Cups is someone that's very nurturing, very loving, very open. Yes, this could be the same person, but if we look at this as the motherly figure, right, or someone just who is a mother, could be any of the females here, but could also be, as I said, a motherly figure. So I do see here that the High Priestess would be that other woman, the third person in the relationship. The Queen of Cups could be someone who this Emperor is connected to. So we've got 2 divine feminine here. And therefore, and I'm not reading reversal, so the Queen of Cups here could be someone, she is in the upright in this reading. She could be either someone that's very open to love, very nurturing. If she were to be in the reverse, she would be someone very stingy with her emotions, right? Someone very manipulative. So it could go either way for each of you. The story changes for everyone. So I feel that this Emperor here is more than likely connected, because the King of Swords is the same person with the High Priestess, and this goes back to the past. In the past, the High Priestess could be someone very spiritual, could be someone who is, I don't know, a card reader, someone who is very psychologically in tune, spiritually in tune. She could also be someone who sways the opinion of the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords holds back on his emotions. The High Priestess has a knowing, though. She knows that this King of Swords has got that emotional side, but not showing it. And I'm also going to say that there may have been secrets in the past, okay? Secrets. What secrets could they be? Could it be the secret that this emperor is a father, or that he's connected to this empress? Could it be that he's in a marriage? We do have the moon beneath the beneath the empress, and this is the card of home, family. Beneath that is the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands is a choice, okay? It is a choice. Beneath that is the Empress, is the Temperance. And the Temperance can mean Sagittarius, Sagittarian energies. Sagittarius is all about healing. It's about patience. It's something being worked out from the divine. Sagittarius is also the truth. It's all about different cultures, a different area of the world. Okay, and I do feel that there was a choice. The Emperor did have a choice between two love relationships, maybe a commitment and the other woman, could be. Beneath the King of Swords, we've got the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles is equal giving and receiving, usually, when it's in the upright. It could also mean legalities, okay, a legal situation where someone needs to give, okay. This could be monetary, giving money out, paying child support. The King of Swords could also be on another side. He could be a solicitor. Maybe this emperor was going through divorce and not sharing that news with the other woman, okay? And I do see that with the Knight of Pentacles here. Knight of Pentacles is usually very, very slow moving, sometimes not even moving at all. He's someone who plans. So this King of Swords here was someone that was trying to climb the ladder, okay, where work is concerned. The Emperor he is the boss after all. Okay, and the Knight of Pentacles is someone very slow, very paced, who holds great value in their money. So this was someone that was climbing the ladder. This was someone that probably could not share that, did not want to share that. There were secrets withheld here. Now, the Six of Pentacles could also say that there was more nurturing and loving from the divine feminine than by the King of Swords, the Emperor. Maybe there was an imbalance, okay, where sharing is concerned. Nevertheless, the Nine of Pentacles here. Nine of Pentacles is someone that's financially pretty good, someone who is used to standing strong on their own. Now, this could also say for some of you that this Emperor has gone through divorce and they are now single. They may be looking very carefully, strategizing, planning, a move on someone else. So why? Because I see the Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, they're 10 Pentacles altogether. So this is someone who's going to take great care before they commit to anyone else, as this King of Swords has probably been paying out child support. He's, closed off his heart. He's been through a lot. As we say, the Queen of Swords, she's the separated woman. Well, the King of Swords could be someone that was in a marriage, but there was no emotion. There may have been a marriage because of money. So therefore, the tower is beneath him. So he was sitting on a tower moment, which means that he needed to either share his secrets, or the secrets came out, or they're coming out. This is enlightenment, right? And this is also breaking free. This is Uranus. For me, Uranus transiting through Taurus, doing something innovative, something that was not very traditional for this emperor. But also this could be someone else having an epiphany that what this person was acting single, but they really were not. Okay, maybe they were emotionally or living alone, but they were connected to this empress, could be. Or if the empress is a mother figure, then this is someone else that could be stirring the pot. And we've got 3 divine feminine here, right? So I would say more than likely that the beans were spilt here with the Page of Wands. This is someone calling out, hey, this is what's going on, okay? And I'm going to say that the risk that the emperor took, maybe something happened that was unexpected. So if this was someone that was dealing with this Queen of Cups or the High Priestess, if this was a clandestine relationship, then the beans were spilt. And 3 of Cups is gossip, right? The Page of Pentacles is also, it's also got to do with messages. And here with the Knight of Wands could be the player, could be someone that goes from one place to the other. The Emperor could be someone who travels. Page of Wands is the traveler. So is the Knight of Wands. This is very Sagittarian. Someone who likes freedom, someone who likes other cultures, someone who's traveled the world, maybe even travel for business. Okay, seeing the 8 of Swords with the Knight of Wands here, right next to the Knight of Wands. This is, maybe this has got to do with restriction of movement, either where business is concerned. This is a card of fear and not willing to take the next step. This is a perception that there are boundaries here. So I believe that after the beans were spilt here and the 10 of Swords, there's obviously been some sort of an ending. Now this is a card of, someone being stabbed in the back. This is very painful. Okay, very, very painful. And we go from the 8 to the 10. And here we've got the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands is a nightmare. We've got dragons here. Okay, someone who's fighting with their fears, maybe even having nightmares. Okay, maybe this emperor was having nightmares, either that the information leaked or that there would be an ending here, as he was found out that maybe he had been deceptive, maybe he had trodden on toes, done the wrong thing. That's what I see here. Now with the lilies here, the lily can mean purity. It can mean, it is a number 3. 3 is also, 3 is the Empress, of course. And, it's all about morality, the lilies. So morality and ethics, and that's quite a nightmare. Even though it's a card of purity and morality, it's also the card of sexual connection. There's a sexual connotation there. Okay, it's virtues where an intimate relationship is concerned, and it does tie in very much so with the Empress. The Empress is someone who's very sexually attractive. Okay, so if this is a soulmate connection for others of you, and this is not the Emperor's mother, okay, then this is a divine connection, which the Empress could also be the High Priestess, the other woman, for some of you. Here we've also got the tree, which the tree is, it's got something to do with the past, with heritage, Okay, this has got to do with health, and it's also family, you know, setting down those roots. This could speak of something long-term as well. And we've also got the dog, which means loyalty, friendship. So there may have been quite a good friendship here that was broken. Okay, it's a card of devotion, obedience. But it is a number 18. 18 is the moon again, which can mean deception. Someone has broken the trust, I would say here. Now, for those of you that have wanted to something long term, I feel as though this emperor, if this is the person you're interested in, they're going through their own issues right now. And they could be legal issues. They could be single now. They're needing to rebuild their life from scratch. Okay, as this is an awakening, a harsh awakening here. Now we do have the Knight of Pentacles, which turns into the Page. This could also be loss of money for this emperor. If this has got to do with business, things haven't been easy. But it does say here, have faith. Have faith in your dreams. What I'd like to do is I'd like to take a couple of cards, a couple more cards here. And I would say more than likely that this is a very karmic situation that this emperor has been through. Very karmic indeed. But we've got the Judgment card here. So someone, he's been playing with Plutonian matters. Pluto, what is it? It's Scorpio. It's that 8th house. It's money from other sources. Could this emperor have been someone who married into money? Could this emperor have been someone that was very secretive? Could there have been a very strong sexual connection with this High Priestess or this Queen of Cups? I do feel that there is, the Emperor has been dealing with a secretive relationship, where the fact that we've got all fears and swords here, I feel as though he's learning a harsh lesson here. Let's have a look at the Tower. And we've got the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups could also be a child, but this is a lot of emotion. This is an offer that's coming through. This could also be an apology. Okay, now maybe as the Page of Cups is, look at all that wave. That's a tsunami of emotions. I would say that this epiphany has brought in a lot of tears for this Emperor. Doesn't have to be only the Emperor, of course. The tears may have been from the Queen of Cups as well. Let's have a look at that Page of Wands above the Emperor. And we've got the Karma card. There is the eclipse. I did mention this before. So very karmic. It was meant to happen. We know that eclipses eclipse something out of our life. And wow. Both times, same cards, everyone. Same cards. So there is a lot of Scorpio energy here. So you may be dealing with someone that's got strong Scorpio in their chart. I'd like to have a look at what is holding the Emperor back from moving towards what he desires. What is holding him back with this 8 of Swords? And we've got the shadow side. So the Devil. These could be restrictions. This could be the karmic justice that this Emperor is paying for. This is Saturn. We've got Saturn and Pluto here, everyone, which has got a lot to do with the eclipse at the beginning of the year. Okay, fears, a lot of fears. Maybe this Emperor has gone through their tough lesson. Their shadow side has come out to be cleared and resurrected. Let's have a look. Now, the Devil can also be business. It could be restrictions because of family, work, obligations, maybe even self-worth issues. Let's have a look at that 5 of Wands. which is the Slaying the Dragons card. And wow, we've got the 10 of Wands, another 10 here, everyone. So we go from the 5 to the 10. That is such a burden. But 10s always speak of completion. We know that the devil can also mean any drug abuse, medicine, alcohol. This emperor may have been using some substance to escape the fear, to escape the worry. Let's have a look at the 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords. And we've got the 4 of Swords. So there is healing here. 4 of Swords, right? It's going to take a little bit of time, everyone. We've got 14. 10 and 4 is 14. That is the Temperance. For some of you, again, as I said, this could be something that needs time. This could be also an ending that needs to bring on healing. It's been really tough, I would say, more than likely, for this Emperor. For those of you that have closed the door on this Emperor because of an epiphany, gossip, or finding out from any messengers, any other people, that this Emperor was involved with another woman, or was in a marriage, obviously you close the door. Let's take another card on that 4 of Swords. So we've got the King of Wands here. And the King of Wands is someone who is fiery, passionate. They take action. I would say that after the 4 of Swords, after the period of healing, we've got the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the King of Wands. This king is now ready to move towards what he desires. He's ready to create, ready to communicate about his desires, ready to be generous. Let's have a look at this 9 of Pentacles. And we've got the King of Cups. Well, we've got practically all the kings here. King of Cups, someone who could be very emotional. Look at that. Queen of Cups, King of Cups. Emotionally, I would say that more than likely this was a wake-up call for this Emperor, that his heart did tick. It did desire to be with this Queen. Okay, and this could also mean that he's trusting his intuition, trusting very strongly. Now, we've got the Queen of Cups, King of Cups. This is an emotional connection, obviously. I want to have a look at the Empress. And we've got the Ace of Wands. So the transformation has happened, let's say, and there is a potential for a new beginning. Something is being created. There is a new impressive beginning here. We've got the butterfly here. Okay, and the butterfly does speak of lightness of being, but also transformation, no doubt. There is growth on that wand. Let's take one card on that High Priestess. What were the secrets about? So yes, the secrets could have been about having a child, being married, secrets around projects, money, anything like that. So we've got 2 aces now here. So I think that there is, I think that this Emperor has or is paying their dues. Okay, let's take one more on that shadow side, on the Devil. We know that with the eclipse in a couple of days, it is a new moon in the sign of Cancer. And with the King of Cups, yes, this could be any water sign. I usually see it as Cancerian energy. So around this eclipse, I would say more than likely, something is being started, but also being eclipsed out of the situation. This could be the third person coming out of the situation, or this could be the truth that's been hidden that will be revealed. There's a lot of sensitivity in Cancer. Okay, let's take one more card on that shadow side. And we've got the Death card. Again, Pluto. Strong, strong Scorpio here, everyone. So this is a Scorpio. Of course, Pluto, Saturn again. Wow. Let's take one more card on the King of Wands, and I think I will call it a day. Now, the Empress can be Taurus, can be Libra. We've also got fire there, so anything around fire signs. Let's take the King of Wands here, and we've got the Seven of Wands. I'm going to say that there's a lot against this Emperor. There's things that he's up against, but he's got the power he's got the power to fight. He's got the strength now. He's either going through his healing or he's healed. And we've got 8 wands here. These could also be messages coming through, or even flight travel. Okay, as something has transformed here, I would say more than likely the blockages have come down with the Death card. There is a completion here. Okay, someone was brave enough to get to their goal. Okay, to end a cycle, maybe that was really hard for them. And again, very strong and new beginnings here. As we know that the Ten of Swords also turns into the Ace. So we've got 5 swords here. He's willing to fight and do whatever it takes. Okay. And also the Ten of Swords is the darkest before the dawn. So I would say more than likely that I think that this King of Wands is getting their power back. Okay. And they're ready to create. They're ready to start something new. We do have that Ace of Wands in his hand, which has got growth. Okay, something is flourishing, something is growing. We do have potential here for new beginnings, everyone. Waxing crescent moon, I would say more than likely. There has been a lot of loyalty here, loyalty and strength. Okay, with the dog. What's at the bottom of the Lenormand? And we've got the clover. And the clover does mean luck. It is a number 2. 2s always speak of balance, relationship. So we've got 8, 26, 28. 2 and an 8 equal 10. This is the end of this challenge, I would say more than likely, for this Emperor. So that is the message for you for today. I do hope that it spoke to some of you. If not, wait till the next reading that I do like this. I would love to hear your comments on how you liked it. And I'd like to also say that, you know, the eclipses, the energies, they can be very long lasting. So more information for you and your personal sign and more tarot around the eclipse. Look out for that video. And also just telling you that these eclipses are very long lasting. So don't expect things to happen tomorrow. All right, everyone? All right, I will leave it at that. I want to thank you so much. Talk to you soon.